Shalom to the elect, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakudash, and giving double honor to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, who will peace and salutation to the elect. Shemel Mafnes Amapa from the Great Millstone Plaintables Camp, located here in the city of Philadelphia, coming on another week lesson. And we got it here. It's currently November the 5th, that day in which most so-called Americans that are eligible to vote are, if they're convinced by the system and believe in that system, they're out there, okay, doing their thing, going to these different polling booths and such. But hey, look what we have here, as it's put on by Redacted. They're saying that apparently we got different election outage machines, or outages hit different key swing states. And by swing states, I would assume that's states with those bigger numbers for the Electoral College. U.S. state where two major political parties have similar levels of support and among voters viewed as important in determining the overall result of the election, which basically, that come down to the Electoral College, if it goes this place or that. And, you have it, with the United States, you have the various states and the various Electoral College votes per state. Now, you've seen a lot of different campaigning occurring in Pennsylvania, which have 19 votes. And then you have like bigger places such as California with 54. Behind Pennsylvania, I believe you have Atlanta, Georgia with 16. Well, you got Florida too. Alright, so you got 19, 16. You got MI 15. So yeah, Texas is 40. That's definitely gonna be red. But so obviously currently at this time it's 5:09. I believe polling booths ends at like 8 o'clock if I'm not mistaken. And you got it that they're saying that apparently there's different outages and stuff. Alright? So, we'll see if we can click some of this and see what pops up. Just speak on some different things and just go from there.
In fact, they are not covering widespread outages, voter suppression, people being turned away at the polls, election machines not working from everywhere from Arizona right now to Michigan to Pennsylvania. Specifically in Pennsylvania, all eyes on Pennsylvania. We're going to talk about,
which I feel, in my personal opinion, if you believe in all of that, they've been concentrating primarily on Pennsylvania, so it may end up again going to this place.
That plus Elon Musk saying that this is the most important election of our lifetime.
Which ultimately we believe that obviously it's two wings of the same bird. Two ends to the same, two parties to the same end mean. All right, which is what the elite want. Okay, and they choose and select whom they desire to do what they want, which is obviously the NWO plot. Okay, which we're moving into some very dangerous times. Okay, and Trump, he outlines things. The Insurrection Act, going back into some older laws, and there's a lot of different things.
This could be the last election in America, and we're going to unpack that a little bit on today's show.
Well, a constitutional scholar and a lawyer from a legal professor from Yale, agrees that this could be war because if the vote is as close as the polls say that it is, then a tie could go to the Senate. And who's the tiebreaker in the Senate? Kamala Harris herself. This is a dystopic eventuality. If this happens, we're going to prepare ourselves so we don't go off on Twitter talking smack about things we don't understand. We're going to try and understand this.
Yeah. Also, this is unbelievable because, that Kamala Harris and Democrats and specifically NGOs, non-governmental organizations, are trying to go after Elon Musk to shut down X. Now, Elon Musk talked about this last night in this bombshell interview that he did with Joe Rogan. These NGOs and British NGOs and the British government, members of the British Parliament, in fact, working with the Kamala Harris campaign to go against and shut down X. He talked about this. Well, the reporter who broke that story, along with Matt Taibbi, is going to be joining us today on the show to talk about that story and more. So we've got a lot of news to get to today. We're going to get into the latest out of Pennsylvania here in a moment. And guys, I'm looking at these Florida numbers right now. A source sending me information on Florida's numbers right now. It's going to kind of blow you away. So we're going to talk about Florida. We're going to talk about all of it on today's show. But first,
we want to remind you that our show is brought to you by Shopify. So if you would like to start your business.
So this is perhaps very telling. Okay, and also we should point out this latest data about the young men specifically leaving the Democratic Party. So stunning numbers, actually, about young men leaving the Democratic Party. So you can rub these kind of two tea leaves together here and maybe put these two things, updated charts here just a second ago.
Now, this is just turnout, right? So if we're looking at this chart, this 25% and 3% unaffiliated voters, we don't know how they voted. Right?
Right.
These are not votes for one party or another. This is just turnout. So if we are to believe that unaffiliated voters follow the independent thinkers of RFK Jr. and Tulsi Gabbard, then perhaps those numbers blend not into the Democrats but into the Republicans. We don't know that yet.
Right. I mean, we're seeing Alachua County up pretty high for Democrats right now, but overall the numbers are pretty stunning. And just looking a few moments ago on Election Day,
that's what we're seeing. So, you got a lot of stuff going on. Let me see. I was looking at. They got like different parties and stuff going on, right?
Parker joined former mayors of the city to cast her vote. She's made it known that she is voting for Vice President Kamala Harris in the presidential race.
Duh.
You can see former mayors Michael Nutter will.
You see the trend. You got a mayoress here in Philadelphia.
Wilson Good and former mayor and governor Ed Rendell were there to support her. This is Parker's first time voting in the general election as mayor.
Look at old Ed Rendell. He's another former mayor, and I believe he's a former governor as well.
Along with voting, special election events are happening all day at certain polling places. NBC 10's Karen Waugh is live in North Philadelphia to explain what is going on there. Hi, Karen.
Hey, good morning, Matt. Yeah, you can hear there's a party going on here. We're at Bright Hope Baptist Church. It's pretty.
What is up with the churches and the music? These polling places with the music, so it's all witchcraft, okay? Because they're trying to get y'all in the spirit. As you're going to hear from this one college student, she's going to say how she apparently felt after she voted. Which I'll get to that real quick, or will. Let's see.
Pretty close to Temple's campus, so there are a lot of students, a lot of young people who've been in line all morning long.
And out of all these kids alleged kids, they supposed to be smart enough to not understand that this is a farce, okay? But we supposed to be the smart future leaders. All right, this is a generation that we looking forward to being running all this infrastructure and such. All right, so we gonna keep going.
long. This is wrapping around the block right now. This line has gone out the door throughout the morning. We've seen a steady stream of people. The best part is that there are a crowd of workers who are cheering people as they go in and come out of these polls, making sure they feel celebrated for exercising their American right, their constitutional right. So this isn't any normal poll. This is a fun poll. As you can see, we've got a live DJ spinning in the background. Just a few moments ago, we had Philly band Snack Time. They were performing a live set up on that float, that bus right there. On the other corner, there's free pizza, because who doesn't love free food for doing their civic duty? And over here, I want you to follow me. We've got the Committee of 70. They've got some free snacks. They've got some games over here.
Just never bread and circuses.
Just making sure everyone, again, feels celebrated and making sure that we celebrate this momentous day as people are exercising their constitutional right. We met these two 18-year-olds. They're Temple sophomores this morning, and it was their first time voting. Take a listen.
Here we go.
It felt really empowering. It actually made me feel really happy. Like, I left the voting booth and I felt like very powerful.
So Keisha feels like she actually is powerful. And why? Because mainly they set women up above men, okay, in this captivity, and that's what basically that's what you see as a possible outcome, okay, with them putting this Lisa Simpson in in the office. Okay, that's what seems like a pretty likely outcome. Okay, but we will see, and we'll see what outrage that come with the contrary party, the various people that don't want her. Okay, because hey, a lot of people have basically stated their grievances concerning this chick. Okay, saying that I've heard a Republican guy say that she would have to take orders somewhere from a man. She belongs at home, like by his own wife, But we'll get this scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 3 and 12. Actually, let me see a new thing. This is actually gonna be the book of Jeremiah 3 and 31 and 22. How long would I go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahweh, the Most High, had created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. And hey, you have it even how you see with the chick, Kamala Harris. You telling me out of all of the whole so-called alleged Democratic Party, she is the one to assume the like so-called being a commander or chief? She's who's Joe Biden's nomination is for the Democratic Party. But she just jumped about, compass, suburb, which goes into basically go around, all right, to be brought around, all right, to march or walk around, go partly around, okay. And now it's her turn to, basically do what she is commanded to do. Okay. Now let me see what else I got. I'm just gonna pick some stuff.
Yeah, I really do.
You feel the same?
Yeah. If it's not, we're gonna be in trouble.
Yeah, I think so.
This is the last great hope.
Yeah.
I think she will destroy it. Civil War.
Yeah, they saying she gonna destroy it. The hope for the country. That's what these Republicans feel.
There'll be a revolution.
Well, you think that'd be if he's not in or if he is in?
I guarantee if they steal it, there'll be a revolution. We the people own plenty of firearms. There's more gun owners than...
He looked like he mean business too. Alright, he ain't playing no games.
Enlisted servicemen, and they are not going to go against patriots. I don't care what color camouflage comes after me. If you're going to try to put me in a detention camp, or try to re-educate me?
And what about that? Why is people talking about detention camps and re-education? Because a lot of these people know what really goes on behind closed doors. You know, like this could be an ex-vet, you know, and he know about the different secret plots of the wicked. All right, you know, and how, like I say, it's gonna be Egyptian versus Egyptian. You know, in these last day prophecies. Okay, so you know, we just pretty much as the believers, we're sitting and watching as things unfold in prophecy, regardless of who it is. Because it look like it's gonna be pissed. You got pissed. You got on the one side, you got them talking about they need going back, and then you have the other side talking about we're taking America back. Okay, this is this is Isaiah chapter 19:2. It says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians." The modern day Egyptians are you Americans. Okay, right? And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay, and just look at how, like I say, these different states, you know, they on, you know, different contrary beliefs. You know, you got swing states and all of that. People gonna be pissed. A little small margin of winning. You know, they said they potentially talking about Kamala can change it by her little vote or whatever. Like, it's a lot of stuff. Okay, let's keep going. This is what matters. This is what matters to me. Prophecy. You know, so, you know, we can watch all the political theater, but really what matters is us trying to go home. Okay? This is a good precept. This is 2nd Esdras 15:16. "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes," their various leaders, right? Okay? "In the course of the action shall stand in their power." Why? Because as he said, they're armed. Okay? Repeat.
You're going to try to put me in a detention camp or try to re-educate me, I'll kill you.
I just think what you're saying.
And detention centers and re-education and all of that, that's in prophecy. Okay? You know, you can read 2nd Esdras. Okay? We talking about cities being closed, borders. You know, you can't go about as you used to. Okay? Being fed with idol, yeah. Going on.
Saying about the potential for people taking arms and being violent. I mean, that's quite scary.
This is the holy war in the United States.
This dude said this is a holy war. Okay?
We're fighting for God by voting for Trump.
Right. So you heard. He said he fighting for God for voting for Trump. And really, they believe Trump is their God, to be honest, because they think he is their savior. Okay? And when you vote, you're performing a vow to a God. Okay? And keep hammering that. You know, the water for the up. You know? You are doing a pledge or a vow or a promise to a God. Okay? So, you know, they looking at Trump as a god. Like, I see it, you know, I be in Northeast Philly, the greater Northeast, and they got people that's pro-Trump, and they got, like, this dude immortalized. Like, they tried to shoot him 2 times. He's still here. Like, they couldn't take him out, you know? But, yeah, that's E for you, man. You know, he sitteth in the temple. You know, as it says, this goes with Thessalonians. See if I can get the Thessalonians real quick. They don't even got it. They stupid. Yeah, that's 2 Thessalonians 2:4. And it says, "Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worship, so that he as a power sits in the temple as a power, showing that he is God or power." Okay? And Esau is in complete opposition against the Most High. Alright, Donald Trump is against of course, Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Okay? In some shape or form, he's against the Israelites. Okay? Though a lot of you, Jake, be like, oh, we got paid when he was in office better. Okay? We're going to the days when the economy gonna collapse. Okay? And you're gonna get paid in the form of a sharat, which is a MOTB, you know, an implantable under your, you know, your skin, your body. Okay? They coming with a lot of harsh things. A lot of you Israelites that are from certain nations, you know, they coming for you. Okay? But they really coming for us all. So, you know, keep going.
CBS News has obtained a joint intelligence bulletin from the FBI and the Department of Homeland Security highlighting the threat of domestic extremism ahead of the election.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. We'll keep, of course, up. You know, Yahweh, we see the results come out. You know, obviously, you know, this ain't going to pop out yet. So, you know, you got this. Really is an electoral college selection, but really it's who the elite select. All right, you can vote as much as you want. Some of these different states, you know, win the popular but lose. Okay, the whole election because of the electoral college. All right, they ain't gonna leave it in the hands of you people. Okay, so just gonna leave it at that. So, shalom to the elect. All praise Yahweh Shem Shai Shem Kakadash.